Fruit basket, unprecedented glory, because today when it begins that. Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to bask in unprecedented glory, because today I'm going to be commencing my Netflix epic review appertaining to the Suburban Girl movie. Was this movie a paradigm of resounding perfection, or was it characterized by insipid mediocrity, or was it egregious? In my objective opinion, I'd rate this movie to be a 9 out of 10. Why? The screenplay was superb. It was stellar. It was outside the parameters of epicness. Furthermore, the plot was just ineffably epic, to say the least. It was quite climactic. This movie is a romantic comedy drama movie. In other words, it's subsumed under 3 movie genres. So, I love the writing. It was anything but vapid. It was intricate. It was intriguing. And it was quite alluring, to say the least. I truly felt tantalizing. Some feelings are just indescribable, but I was exhilarated and ecstatic and elated when I heard the actors spew words from the vocal folds. It truly was an enthralling experience beyond fathoming. Beyond having witty dialogue, humorous moments, an intriguing plot, climactic moments. It had excellent visuals. It took place in Manhattan, and of course the actors and actresses were excellent. They truly embodied the characters that they were supposed to represent in this flick. It stars Alex Baldwin, as well as Sarah Michael Gellar and Maggie Grace. So, what this movie is about is an associate book editor falling in love with an influential older man who is a retired professor, and not only is he able to lull her, but he has issues that he needs to cope with, such as being an alcoholic, and we see how the dynamic between the two play out. They're at disparate stages of their lives. One of them is trying to make inroads towards becoming a professional editor, whilst the other is enjoying the luxuries and amenities of life. So he's helping her make headway towards advancing in her endeavors and career, and she's coping with him, even though she knows that he's an alcoholic. She's perceived as dispensable to him, and she's still tolerating the relationship even though he cheats on her by bringing other females into his life against her own preference. So it makes for an interesting dynamic, an interesting story, and what's truly interesting about this movie is a relationship between the two. Will she be able to brook his issues? Will she put up with them in the long haul, or will she just be another temporary girlfriend? You'll have to see it to find out. I don't want to spoil the ending, but the ending is quite predictable to say the least. If you give it a little bit of forethought, if you give it a little bit of foresight, then you know what transpires and what unfolds. But I have to rate it a 9 out of 10 just because the interactions between the characters are so riveting, and it makes for an interesting plot, especially when you pair, two people who are compatible, but cannot sustain a relationship due to their personal issues. In other words, he's an alcoholic. He prefers to be with multiple females. And she wants a life in which she doesn't have to take care of anyone per se. And she wants to be with someone who demonstrates the utmost fidelity, and not someone who reneges on their word. Infidelity is never appreciated. So I hope that you found this video to be enthralling and insightful. I recommend watching this flick. I'd rate it to be a 9 out of 10 at least. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.